The world population was 4.8 billion in 1985, with an estimated growth rate of 1.8% per year. Assuming the world population follows this exponential growth model, find the projected population in 2020, round to 2 decimal places. So to solve this problem, we'll use the exponential function given here, p of t equals p sub 0 times e raised to the power of k times t, where p of t would be the population after t years, p sub 0 would be the starting or initial population, k would be the annual growth rate expressed as a decimal, and t would be the time in years. So looking at the given information, the starting population would be 4.8 billion, so p sub 0 equals 4.8 billion. The annual growth rate is 1.8%, so r equals 1.8%, which must be expressed as a decimal, which would be 0.018. And we're asked to find the population in the year 2020, where the given information is from 1985. So t would be the number of years after 1985, which would be 2020 minus 1985, which is equal to 35. So we want to find p of 35. So our function is going to be p of t equals p sub 0, or 4.8, times e raised to the power of k times t, which would be 0.018 times t. But now we also know that t is equal to 35 for the year 2020, so we want to find p of 35, which is equal to 4.8 times e raised to the power of 0.018 times 35. And now we'll go to the calculator. We have 4.8. If we press second natural log, that brings up e raised to the power of, and then we have 0.018 times 35. And we're asked to round to 2 decimal places, which would be approximately 9.01. So the projected population in 2020 is 9.01 billion. I hope you found this helpful.